match day, yeah.
Doing as well, just with corporate stuff as well.
Match day experience is good.
Right, we're good to go.
Good to go. Let's go.
Hello everyone, welcome to this Facebook Live, a very special Facebook Live. We're here at the Hotel Football and with a very special guest, Paul Scholes. Thanks for talking to us, Paul. What are you doing here today, first of all?
I'm with Enterprise Rent-A-Car, sponsors of the Europa League. I think they're trying to help fans get across to watch games as much as they can, and as a player, it's great for us because we know how special away fans are. When you travel to these games, you don't really expect that many fans, but I think with Enterprise you can expect a lot more. It's great. It gives you a great lift as you come out. Even just to warm up and see a lot of your fans have travelled over and have come to support you.
And Paul, obviously, Manchester United's got a massive global viewing, and we have a big global audience. So those that don't know what you're doing these days after football, what have you been up to since retirement?
Days like this, a lot of golf, some stuff for BT Sport, with the punditry, and a lot of time spent at home with the family, which is, for 20 years it's something that I didn't have, but thankfully I can enjoy that life now.
And would there be any interest, obviously a lot of footballers after retirement go into management, would there be any interest for you at all into management?
Possibly, if something came up that interested me and was right for me, then yeah, I'd like to give it a go. I'm doing my coaching courses at the minute, they're going okay. Hopefully done by the end of March, and if something comes up then great.
And first questions in is from Mateus in Chile, and he was saying, what's your best Champions League memory as we look ahead to the Champions League this week?
Best Champions League memory? Quite a few. Even though I wasn't involved in the 99 final, I think that was a special year. Obviously I liked to have been involved in the final. It wasn't quite meant to be, but the team still won, and being on that pitch, celebrating with the fans and the players who'd won that trophy was a special night.
And what was it like? Obviously, we're right next to Old Trafford. I remember the celebrations and the rest of it. Is there any funny stories that you could share from those memories?
I don't really remember it, to be honest with you. I think we was up till 5-6 in the morning drinking straight after it. But no, it was a special time, and like you say, to experience what we experienced just coming back to Manchester. Well, obviously the night in Barcelona was fantastic, but then to see the streets ram-packed with people going through the city centre was just a special experience, and something that will always stay with me.
And what was that feeling like then, obviously in 2008, to be there and win it? Was that just a vindication of obviously playing?
2008 against Chelsea, yeah, I'm trying to remember my years. Yeah, obviously it was nice. We would have liked to have won the game a little bit easier, to be honest with you. We probably should have done with the chances we had. But no, it was great to win it again. It's great winning the trophy once, but you always want to come back and try and win it. Year after year, it's obviously not possible. There's so many special teams in them competitions, but we managed to do that, and that was a satisfying time.
And obviously with this Champions League this year, is there any prediction so far? Obviously it's the last 16, we've still got a while to go, but is there any team that's really stood out for you so far?
No, I think this year is probably one of the most open competitions there's been for quite some time. You usually fancying your Real Madrid and Barcelona's, and I think they'll be there at the end as well. Two special football teams. Can anybody get close to them? Possibly Bayern Munich, although they've got a tricky tie against Arsenal. I think that's one of the most tricky last 16 are we in now? I think that's one of the most tricky games that's left to call. Bayern Munich are having one of them seasons that hasn't been great really. You can't really put your finger on what's wrong with them. They just don't seem the same, Bayern Munich. And Arsenal, you never know what you're going to get, so inconsistent. But if they turn it on the night, I think they'll be capable of beating Bayern Munich.
Very interesting. And we've already got a second question in, which is great. It's from Mohammed. How do you assess the period of transition since Alex Ferguson's departure?
Slow. Obviously we had a year with David Moyes, which was alright. I think we finished in the top four with him. Then 2 really disappointing years under Van Gaal. Style of play was the biggest disappointment really. I think you can take a team United team I think fans can take, playing with a bit of excitement, but for the last 2 years it just wasn't there. And I think now the last 6 or 7 months we're starting to see progress. You say progress, I think we're still 5th or 6th in the league, which doesn't sound like progress, but you can see by the way we're playing, the players that have been brought in, that this team aren't far away.
And next question we've got is obviously I've seen the quotes that Zinedine Zidane's said against you, but which players are the best you've played against and with?
Against Zidane would be one of them. Special player, someone you don't really want to play against, but you have to. Xavi's, Iniesta's, Busquets, these type of players. Alonso at Bayern Munich now. Toni Kroos, Schweinsteiger. These are all special players that I've been lucky enough to play against. I say lucky enough, probably unlucky enough to play against. Players I played with, Ryan is the one who always stands out for me. He's by far the best player I played with. He could do everything. As he's shown over a long period of time. He even transformed himself into a central midfield player and was brilliant in that role as well. But I played with many brilliant footballers: Roy Keane's, Teddy Sheringham, Dwight Yorks, Andy Cole, Ruud van Nistelrooy. I played with so many special players, but if I had to pick one, Ryan would be the best.
Amazing. And obviously, just the final question we've got here is, what do you think about Jose Mourinho and the current Manchester United form? And that's from Imam.
It's exciting. I think from the minute he came into the club, he got Man United fans. He knew what they wanted. I think he had a connection with them. All right, they had a rough spell for 2 or 3 months at the start, but from October onwards, the form's been really good. Really, they're in every cup competition, which could be a problem with the league form with so many games. But no, I think it's exciting times ahead. They've drawn too many games. He knows that. But I think the progress and what we've seen that we're on the right track, possibly to win cup competition this year. I think the league could be a little bit too far out of reach, but I think if he can win a couple of cups, that'll be a good season. Get us into the Champions League next year, and then really challenge for the major honours next season.
Brilliant, Paul. Really appreciate your time. That was Paul Scholes there, who we've got an interview with him in the next hour on World Sport, 12:30 with Patrick Snell, talking all things United, Bayern Munich, and look forward to it. Thanks, Paul.
No problem. Cheers.
Yeah, all good. Thanks a lot, mate.
Okay. Cheers.
You.
Thank you. Are we doing more here? Are we moving on?